Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Demon Deacons offense takes the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back.
Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Hand off from the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds us back in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wake. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of a defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jennings. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Willis. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. NC State quick to the line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot. You can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody. When you see the QB throw the football, now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point was good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level.
Oh, there's the ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. UCLA found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Rose Bowl. Bruins fans will enjoy this one for at least 1 week. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback adapting. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, they tried to catch the defense napping. They're 3rd and short on their own side of the 50, and everyone's thinking run. They go past, but the defense wasn't fooled, so the QB's just got to throw that one away.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the back in the middle. Tackled immediately after the catch. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. On the run, it's ball. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The option look. He'll pitch it. Oh, look out! And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Dances away to buy time. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down, trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
He's looking for a man on second down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He'll do it himself. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, Rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The expressway is wide open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pena. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a little off. Incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that somewhere.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Willis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that 1st down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out, completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's Jennings. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Just a short pass to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to stay on his feet. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Extending the play. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Got his man quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, NC State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. A touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, give the defense credit because...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He wants to pass it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He wants to throw it again. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Trying to find his man on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He's looking to throw it. Going for 6. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
So you think this is automatic? They need this one badly. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too.
Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback checking the play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He makes the catch. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Fires one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going to try to get it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They're bringing heat. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.